Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on Red FC Away Days. I'm James, and today we're going to be going ahead and doing something a little bit different. As you can see, we're currently on FIFA 22, and I thought, what is something that could expand my channel and get me uploading just a little bit more? So I thought, hey, why not? I'm going to go ahead and do a FIFA 22 series. Now, it's not going to be your stereotypical FIFA 22 Ultimate Team videos. No, it's going to be something a little bit different. As you can see in the top left, the team is called Made in the EFL. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to exclusively use just EFL players past and present. Now, as you can see currently from my team, we have got players past and present from the EFL. As you can see, we've got the likes of Nick Pope, we've got in-form Ivan Toney, we've got Josh Lauren, we've got Jordan Graham. As you can see, it's a mixture of past and present for the EFL. Now, what my plan is for this series is to go ahead and use only EFL players. Yeah, that's essentially going to be it for the series. As you can see, we've currently got a team. Normally with series, you start off from scratch and then go from there. Unfortunately for me, I know that I'm not going to be able to compete on the Ultimate Team when I've not got a team that will be able to compete. So what we've done is gone ahead and played some squad battles games. We've played a couple of friendlies matches here and there. And we've got a team together. So as you can see, we've currently only played 5 games, so we have only played a few games here and there, so we haven't actually gone out and done a lot of things. We've only played a couple of games just to make sure that we've got a team that will be able to compete in Div Rivals. So what it's going to be is kind of like a road to the top or a road to glory. Essentially we're going to be going ahead and just trying to get to the top. We're going to be trying to compete in Foot Champs, we're going to be trying to be competing in the elite divisions or rivals. We're just going to try and compete as much as possible. But the twist is we're going to be using EFL only. Now my plan is to also have the badges and kits of just EFL teams. As you can see currently we've got Harrogate Town and Sligo Rovers, which is not a EFL club. So what we'll do is go ahead and get one now. It's not going to be live commentary throughout most of these series as well. I'm going to be talking to you guys now as I am now, and then I'll go ahead and cut to commentary over the top of some gameplay, which is what will be the majority of the series. And depending on how the format works, maybe I'll cut to live commentary, maybe I'll cut to me just having a chat over some gameplay. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. As you can see, we've currently got 7 items in the store as well. What my plan is going to be for these is I'm going to make sure that we only use packs in 5 or 10 episodes. So yeah, we'll make sure to only use them sparingly. We'll make sure that it saves it for a special occasion almost. So we'll be able to open a lot of packs in one go, as I'm probably not going to upload this series as the main thing on the channel, as obviously it's just Reading content, which is the exclusivity of this channel. But yeah, I thought I might as well expand it, might as well do something a little bit different, as well, I don't really do much else on this channel apart from talk about Reading Football Club. So how about talk about the EFL and talk about the differences that we have there. So what we'll do is go ahead and just run through the team now. So we've got Nick Pope in goal. We've previously played in the Championship with Burnley. We've got James Justin playing at left back, who was previously at Luton, I believe. Then we've got Ben Davies and this guy Tyler Maglaw. Yeah, Tyler Maglaw, who has 91 pace, which is kind of the reason he's there. Currently got Kenny Tete sitting at right back. He's going to be replaced by James Tavernier eventually, in form obviously. We've then got Josh Lauren playing at central midfield alongside Ben Pearson. At cam we have Mason Mount, who previously played for Derby in the Championship. We've then on the left wing got Grady Diangana. On the right wing we've got Jordan Graham, who's again there because of how good he is. And yeah, finally up front we have in-form Ivan Toney. So that's going to be about it from me. What I'll do is just cut to me buying a new kit now. I'll go ahead and just cut that out and do that there. Live commentate over it, and yeah, then we'll go ahead and get into some gameplay, which will cut to me just talking normally. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that now. So as you can see, we've also sold 2 players. What I've done is with all the players that I used throughout the squad battles games and friendlies games, I've gone and sold them on, so we've got a complete brand new team. So yeah, Diangana and Ajayi have both been sold on. Obviously I've sold the other players as well. So guys, as you can see, we're currently on the transfer market. I'm going to go ahead and pick up this Shrewsbury kit here for 200 coins. Yeah, we'll have a bit of representation of all leagues. So we've got a lot of Championship players. Then we've got the League 2 kit in Harrogate. We've got the League 1 kit in Shrewsbury and the Bournemouth badge, which is the Championship. So yeah, we'll go ahead and include and have a little bit of everything in the club. And yeah, we'll just switch to that now. All these teams we are not interested in. We're interested in having the Shrewsbury kit as our away kit. The live commentary portion over and done with now. We're going to move into the more sit down and talk to you guys part of it. So during this, I don't know whether I'm going to talk over the gameplay or whether I'm going to have some sort of topic where I'm just going to talk to you guys. But yeah, just to begin with, maybe we'll do a bit of a mix of talking over the gameplay and talking maybe a bit of a roundup of what's happened in the Championship. So obviously this weekend, or this week should I say, has been a bit of a downer in terms of games going on in the Championship. Only 4 games went ahead and were scheduled. As you can see, Nick Pope making a big save for us there early on. But only 4 games of the scheduled 12 actually went ahead this weekend. The first of which saw Middlesbrough play Nottingham Forest. And it was actually Middlesbrough who got a 2-0 win against the high-flying Forest, who quite recently have been playing really well. Haven't lost since October. Have been flying under Steve Cooper. And in my opinion, are one of the candidates really to make the playoffs this season, and it's Middlesbrough who actually came out on top, who again, another team that has been absolutely fantastic so far since getting a new manager. Chris Wilder's come in and really turned them round. 4 wins in his last 5 games. They won 2-0 this weekend. Just have a look who scored the goals. It was a Ryan Yates own goal and then a Sapora, I think it is, the striker on loan from Sporting Lisbon, who got the goal for them. Put them up to 5th in the table now. And maybe sacking Neil Warnock was one of the better things that Middlesbrough could have done. As you see, we are 2-0 up as well right now. As Cavani makes it 2-1 for my opponent. You saw he had a bit of a bog standard Premier League team. And that's kind of why I needed to make sure that I had some sort of team just to go into these games to start off with. Because going into div rivals, normally you've got people who have got complete teams to start off with, and for me to come into it with a Championship team, I needed some sort of support, hence why we waited until we had Josh Lauren. I was lucky enough to pack Jordan Graham, so I didn't need to go out and waste the coins on him. We had the likes of, we've got the likes of Ben Davies. I was able to do the SBC for Tyler Magloire, something like that. But yeah, we're able to get him. As you can see, even Tony makes it 3-1 to us with a big header. Tony seems to be one of them players that I'm going to be relying heavily upon to start off with this series. He's been a quality player for me so far, from, well, as you guys will see throughout this gameplay. What we do is actually we split off from our formation. As you can see, it was a 4-3-3 with a cam. We actually split that off in game. We actually go into a 4-4-2, so we keep the same defence, because, well, we don't really need to change the defence. Keep Diangana on the left. We have Mason Mount on the right. We've got a midfield pairing of Ben Pearson and Josh Lauren in the centre, and Jordan Graham is partnering Ivan Tony up front. You see a nice goal there from a silver card in Grady Diangana to make us 4-1 up. It's safe to say that playing a 4-4-2 and playing wingers up front is really the way that people are going to be playing this game this year. It's the way that people have been playing this game this year. It's something you see constantly with people playing like Heung-min Son up front, and it's safe to say I'm no better than everyone else, as Jordan Graham is going to showcase throughout these highlights in these games. Looking back at the Championship though, we'll go back to that. Looking at the results, we talked about the Middlesbrough game. Up next, we got Huddersfield and Blackpool. Now, this seems like it was a pretty decent game in the John Smith Stadium. Huddersfield coming out 3-2 winners. Blackpool had a red card from Jordan Gabriel, who ended up getting sent off after 2 yellows. He actually got booked in the 45th plus 9 minutes. So in the 51st minute of the first half, he actually got booked as we make our opponent rage quit. With a big 6-1 victory, a big 887 coins to start off this series, a big 6-1 win to get us up and running. It was actually a 3-2 win for Huddersfield. They were able to get the win. Again, another team that this season has kind of surprised me. They're in the top 6 as well right now. They're playing really well, and another team that has surprised a lot of people. Personally, I didn't have Huddersfield up there as one of the teams that will be in the top 6 come the end of the season. 36 points right now. You still got teams with games in hand as well, which we've got to remember. You've got the likes of QPR, you've got Stoke, and you've got Coventry, all sitting just behind them, 2 points behind, 1 point behind. They've all got 2 games in hand. So for them teams, they're probably going to end up being in front of them come the end of them games in hand. But again, it's another team that have played really well recently, unbeaten in their last 4. Blackpool recently have been a bit stagnant.
beating Reading was probably the highlight of what's gone on with them. Obviously, they got a big 3-2 win at Reading. Then they were able to string another 2 wins together, and after that, 1 win in their last 9-10 games. So again, it's been a bit stale for Blackpool recently, but they're a team that are very patchy and they can pick up wins here and there. Moving into today's game, Derby County ended up being 1-0 winners against West Brom, and that to me is just astounding. Looking at it, Derby were getting pounded throughout the game. 19 shots for West Brom, 61% possession. And who was the man who came out on top? It was Colin Kazim-Richards coming off the bench and scoring just 1 minute later to get the win for Derby. And their slight chance of survival is been increased a tiny bit more. They're now only 14 points behind Reading, which has got me a little bit worried. I can't really lie to you, especially Derby, who have been quite good this season, if we're being honest. In terms of results, they've played quite well. If they didn't have that 21-point deduction, they'd be sitting in 15th right now. And, for Reading, someone that might have a potential bigger points deduction handed to them, a little bit worried, to say the least. Yeah, definitely a little bit worried. As you can see, we made another opponent rage quit, and we're into our 3rd game of the episode now, and it's safe to say that this game was a bit of a mauling, as you'll see with the end result. We went out there and, with the chance to secure promotion, went and absolutely destroyed our opponents. Going back to the fixtures though in the Championship, we had our final game that took place in the EFL Championship this weekend, as QPR were losers as they lost at home 1-0 to Bournemouth. Dominic Solanke goal was able to see Bournemouth win their first game in 6 as they climb back to top of the Championship as well, which you lose 6 games in a row, you're winless in 6 in a row. You don't expect to be top of the Championship after winning just 1 more game. And that's the case for Bournemouth. They ended up going back top of the league as Jordan Graham, the Birmingham man, scores an absolutely fantastic free kick for us to put us 4-0 up in the first half. Even Tony now slipped in behind the defence, ball rolled it past the goalkeeper, and again 5-0. Even Tony and Jordan Graham seem to be the best strike partnership that I've got at the minute. Seems like it's going to be the partnership I'm going to have for quite a while. As throughout the series, I think I was talking about it earlier in the live commentary, how we can have icons who have played in the EFL or have played for EFL clubs. So obviously we've got the likes of Wayne Rooney, we've got the likes of Ashley Cole, I think Roy Keane, he was at Forest for a bit, so we're able to use Roy Keane. Players like that we'll be able to go ahead and use, and I'm hoping that there's a few surprises out there that maybe catch people a bit off guard. I'm pretty sure George Best was at Fulham for a bit, so we'll be able to use the likes of George Best if I ever get enough coins for him, that is. And we'll be able to go ahead and use different players. But my biggest worry is if we pack a absolutely quality player and we're just not able to use them. So if we get Messi and then all of a sudden we're just not able to use him at all. So I've just finished looking up and saw that he was at Fulham for a season. So we are going to be able to use George Best. As you can see, we're currently 9-0 up against this guy. I don't know if he's given up at this point or what, but I'm going to take the opportunity to score a few crosses and get some of these objectives slashed off, because we really want to get that Max Lowe in the team. The left back currently was James Justin, and we know who we want in the team. We know we want Max Lowe, and that's who we were able to secure, which we will show to you in just a little bit. As you can see, we ended up being 11-0 winners. It was just a case of I just wanted to just get as much done as possible, get these scoring objectives done so we can get packs and stuff like that, just so we were able to just secure a better future for ourselves in this series. But the ×2 momentum actually saw us go up to Division 9, so we've been promoted in the first episode, which is always a good sign. Moving into the next bit now, as you can see, we did end up completing the Max Lowe objective. So we have now been able to add the addition of Max Lowe to our squad. He'll straight away replace James Justin at left back, and we'll be able to get him straight into the side. Looking at the card as well, it's a pretty nice card, all things considered. Considering he's a free card, it's safe to say he is a pretty good addition to the team. Coming in with 90 pace, he's got 60 shooting, 76 passing, 85 dribbling, 81 defence, and I didn't see what his physical was because it came off the screen just a little bit before I could see it. We also went ahead and got the Eredivisie goalkeeper completed. That was just by pure luck. I didn't mean to complete him. He's not going to be someone we're ever going to use in the series. But yeah, it's an 85 rated who will hopefully be able to use when it comes to hopefully doing icon SBCs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's going to be that. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. We're just going to end it with the team. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it. If you've liked it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and yeah, don't forget to drop a like. See you guys next time. Peace.